Hello there, wrestling fans! Welcome to episode 123
Four.
of 124 of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I am your host, Joe the Panther Bird. And now introducing from the top of Metal Mountain. Ooh, birds. Oh, God. Get ready, snakes. You told me I wouldn't be snakes here. From the top of Metal Mountain all the way down to all 50 states and the globe, it's the Happy Heel himself, the Metal.
What's going on, Ringside Crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going?
Man. Geek, we have to get on the boat, our speedboat, and go back to Birdland again. This time, the scary dark side of it. That I'm gonna have to pack the proton pack because let's give a roar. Dudes at Ringside, welcome to the Queen of the Crows, Megan LeVay.
It's Morgan LeVay.
Morgan LeVay.
I knew he was gonna botch. I knew he was gonna butcher your name.
It happened. That's why my crow turned. I said, "No, come back. Don't be mad at me." Sometimes my brain. I had my last cup of coffee and it wasn't strong enough. It wasn't black enough for me. So, if our fans aren't familiar with you, introduce yourself.
I'm Morgan LeVay. I hail from Salem, Massachusetts. I'm a Gemini, and my favorite food is pizza.
You hang out with us really well.
There you go.
We're the dudes
That's another reason why to come on the East Coast is because
we'll bring you to the fun pizza places.
The New York. Yeah.
That's a promise. We will come to New York.
You'll show me the real pizza, right?
Oh God,
Definitely.
Yeah. We know some real pizza places that are really good.
Some good pizza places actually closed down, but
There's
in New York.
Bridge that we could bring you to that is like famous that we'd be waiting for like 3 hours just sitting there online waiting to get the pizza. We'd be like, pizza, we're going now, we're going. We're there, we're going. We're still online, we're almost there. What do you mean they're closed? So who trained you?
Billy Simmons from the KWA Training Center.
Okay.
What was your favorite? What was your first match like in front of a crowd?
My debut match was a 3-way, I believe, and about what you would expect for a first-time match in front of people.
Wow, I like your chair, by the way.
Thanks.
I'm thinking I'm looking in, and my parents would have asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I've been drawing blanks, so I think I may upgrade and get myself a new chair for the podcast because I've had this chair for like 16 years. Like 16 years I've had this same chair and starting to go on the seat, if you know what I mean. Like, the cushions are starting to go, so I'm like, I need a new chair. Have you ever so what would you count yourself, like what kind of style wrestler would you be? You say you are.
What do you call it? More of a ground and pound wrestler, probably. Then I definitely don't do any high flying because I don't like heights very much.
Oh, here's a question right now. We got somebody. Who's your favorite opponent?
Gosh. Probably. Actually, right now is probably Miranda Gordy.
Miranda Gordy.
Yeah.
Oh, Is that the one that everybody keeps talking about? That's in Liberty Pro and stuff like that. The Gordy, like she's related. Her family is the Gordy, like the Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah, her dad, I believe, was Bam Bam Gordy.
We've been trying to get in touch with her for like months. If you could see her, tell her dudes at ringside would absolutely go over the moon and give her like a Wednesday. If we have Wednesday off. If we're not anything on a Wednesday, we'd give her a Wednesday. Or if we're not busy, a Saturday. like she's, yeah. So we got another question from the crowd.
What was your ultimate dream match? Can't be anybody.
Indies or old school, like.
I'd really like to have a match with Abaddon from AEW.
Oh man, I never thought about that one.
Because we were supposed to, was it before it was before she got signed and before COVID. We were supposed to have a match together at XWE, and that got changed because I think she was sick or something happened. She couldn't make it.
Wait, how do zombies get sick? Wait, what the? She's just scared.
I thought zombies were dead.
Yeah, she's just scared of the Queen of the Crows.
Maybe she got stuck like underground somewhere. Then maybe someone buried her. You don't know.
Yeah, she got stuck in a room. Zombies are easily tricked. Throw a steak in a room, zombie runs in, door closes, hear click, and they're stuck. Put a hockey stick in the doorway.
Is she a zombie? She a zombie or is she like Evil Dead kind of?
I don't know.
Because I feel like she's more the Evil Dead. She has the what you call it, the foam that comes from her mouth and the blood and everything. So I feel like she's more Evil Dead than she's a zombie. Like, so was it Samora from Evil Dead? That girl from the zombie. You know what I mean.
I think.
You watched Evil Dead, right?
Have I? I don't know if I have.
That's the one with the guy has the chainsaw as a hand, right?
Yeah.
I just spoiled it. Dang it! I can't.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
That's a good movie. That's a good movie. It's called classic right there.
Best movie though, I would have to say is probably what is it? Not Dawn of the Dead. What movie am I thinking of? It's in the Evil Dead series though. It's the one where they're back in medieval times and
I think that's the one. Evil Dead.
Army of the Dead. Army of the Dead.
Oh, it's Army.
Army of the Dead. That's such a great movie. I tease Danielle about that movie all the time.
So is there any like style matches if like a person from a promotion says, okay, we want you to do this tonight? What is that one match you're like, yeah, I'm not feeling it?
My worst enemy right now is like three-way matches for some reason. I always struggle with. Don't know why.
I can see why, because you have to focus on like you have to try to aim at everybody, and you just can't focus on one person because then you'll mess up the other. You'll get attacked by the other person. I can see why. That would drive me nuts. Like, okay.
So, somebody just asked the question: what inspired you to be a wrestler?
I've been around it a lot. Because before I actually started wrestling, I was probably around it for about 3 or 4 years. Been a fan, obviously. And then one day I was kind of inspired. I wanted to do something different, more challenging than, just hanging out, working out and stuff like that. I wanted to do something that would challenge me and kind of take me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, also, why crows?
Why not?
Mostly because I like crows. They are very intelligent. I like birds in general, but crows kind of resonated with me more. Also, they are an omen for the Morgan in Celtic mythology, or even Hel from Norse mythology, and I kind of resonate with that.
Wow, Josh with the questions today.
Josh, you're on fire today, man. You're the good job, Josh.
We want to know what's your favorite horror movie.
Hmm. Probably. I'm a pretty big fan of the Scream movies, the whole franchise. I think that's probably because that was like one of the first horror movies or thrillers that I've ever seen, where it was the like first Scream movie. But I really do like all the Friday the 13th movies too. So
How do you feel about the new Scream movie coming out? Are you gonna see it or you're gonna like boycott it?
Nev
I'll
is
probably.
back though.
Hmm?
Nev is back though in the movie. They're all back. So
Yeah, all the originals are back that are still alive. I think I'll probably watch it and just go from there and see, what else can they do to make it just as good as the original. Or
they could do a lot.
I think when I watched the trailer and then some of the interviews, it sounds like it'll be very interesting. And probably we will have no idea who the killers are going to be, or what actually the plot will be.
I mean, they have so much technology the killer could
The
use now
only thing
today.
I'm worried
Yeah.
about, Nev Campbell super fan from since I was a teen. I'm gonna be watching this movie like this. Please don't kill Nev Campbell. Please don't kill Nev Campbell. Please don't. Nev, no. Every corner she goes around in that movie, I'm like, no. Oh, no. Me and Geek already like kind of like we kind of made up our own beginning of the movie. Either she's gonna die in the first 5 seconds of the movie, and I said, I like to write stories. Like I would never want to kill Nev Campbell in any story she's ever in with Scream, but I opened the movie up with Nev Campbell starting her car and her car explodes, and it's the opening of the thing as the explosion goes to the shape of the mask.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's
how I
not.
would.
It's not called Scream 5. It's called Scream. So you gotta think about it this way. Are they trying to redo the series over?
Yeah.
I don't think so, because I think with them having all the original people in there, I wouldn't think they would do that.
Like I said, I would never want to kill Nev Campbell. Even if she's in like a different movie completely, I love Nev Campbell. She's like my teenage favorite actress. I would never want to kill her. But if I write a movie and if they have to whack her off, kill her in the first 5 seconds, I'd have her get either knocked out and put in a coma, so she's not dead, so she's just in a coma. And throughout the whole movie, she's just in a coma having flashbacks about everything that happened in the old movie, and she's just in the hospital. And the last minute, she wakes up and she kills the bad guy. That's how you end a Scream movie. Bam.
I also have a feeling that somehow Stu will be involved, whether it's because he's alive somewhere or if it's like a family member of his. I could see that.
I could see that too, definitely.
Or even more messed up, at the end of the movie, the mask comes off and it's Nev Campbell killing everybody this time. She's the original girl. Like,
you never would have expected it.
never would have expected it. Mask comes off and it's Nev Campbell. Like, they thought it was me, huh? Like, Nev, no. Hey, but every time I think of that scene when they're stabbing each other, the two guys, like, oh man, you got me deep. It reminds me and Geek. I don't know why. Geek's the guy that you got me, stabbed me too deep, man. No.
So who would you say your toughest opponent is that you ever had to get in the ring with? They say, damn, this guy hits, or a girl hits really hard.
Probably Stormy Renee,
Mm.
actually.
We actually just had her on the podcast, right?
Wasn't it like
Yeah.
last month? Well, of course you would know. She came into the chat. She was there. Don't you remember that gig? I remember that. I told her, I said, come into the chat. We're having Stormy Renuna. Why not? I think she's busy tonight because I told her, but she didn't respond. Whatever.
Yeah.
More
Although
fun.
a close second would also be Nova Phoenix. She I was in a match with her down in Texas, and that was a fun match, but I was so sore afterwards.
Was it an indoor show or outdoor?
It was an indoor. It was actually in the gym. It was in Abilene, Texas, at the Air Force Base.
Okay.
All right. So, if you could pick any, like, we can't stay on the topic of intergender matches, but if you could pick someone, anyone that you could face, who would it be?
Out of the men.
Who?
Out of the men. Out of the men.
I don't know.
If not Dream, but you could say someone like local too.
I was gonna say, I think local it'd be. I would like to have a match, but I wouldn't want to have the kind of match he does, and that would be a Remington War. He usually does death matches and stuff. I wouldn't want to do a death match with him, but like a little bit tamer match, probably.
Okay.
Joe?
I go with the question from the chat from Josh. He's on fire today.
He is on fire. He's like, thanks, Josh, by the way. Make sure you follow us, dude. Right?
Follow us every way you can find us: Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, your friend's cat.
Outside of wrestling, what are your hobbies?
Gaming when I can. Probably that's a little bit of gardening here and there. I haven't done a good job this year though. Yeah. I think that really might be it.
Do you collect anything?
I collect pop toys.
We love showing our pops off.
Nice.
I got Bloody Carol.
Happy my birthday.
Bloody Carol from Walking Dead.
Nice.
I have an Egon Spangler one. I shouldn't have taken it out of the box because it would have been worth more. Sitting by my display under my case. You can't see it, but it's back there. And I have a Slimer and I have a staple of Marshmallow Man. And of course, after Finn Wolfhard was announced for the new Ghostbusters movie, I had to find it. Just popped in there. It was sitting on the shelf, and I'm like, if I don't buy this next year, this is going to be $50. This pop, so I bought it. I was like buying it, and again, stupid Joe, greedy Joe, gotta take it out of the box, gotta play with it, gotta look at it, gotta check every side of it, and I took it, and it's on my shelf. Like, it would have been worth more this year. Oh wait, another question for Josh.
What's your favorite moment of your career so far?
Probably doing a street fight with Stormy.
Wow.
Stormy again.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we end up crossing paths a lot because there's not a lot of women in the Midwest or anything like that.
Wow.
I know you said no to death matches, but would you ever do tacks or Legos or?
Legos, yes. Tacks, no.
Yeah, because you never know. We were saying with the guest yesterday with killjoy. She's like, you don't know where, because sometimes they let fans bring stuff with them and bring them, say, okay, here's what I had at my house, these tacks. You don't know how long those tacks have been sitting in that person's drawer. You know what I mean?
Or where?
Where they
Yeah.
were. It could have been sitting in a drawer for like 2 years and they got wet from this, like the air. And what if those tacks are rusty and they put them
Yeah.
out thing? You can get tetanus. And then you don't know they had tetanus, they're rusty, and you fall on them. You have to get a tetanus shot tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
and that's horrible. Like, ugh. Here we go.
Favorite TV show?
There you
Uh, Rick and Morty.
go.
Definitely. Do you have a favorite episode from Rick and Morty, or
The one with the train.
the train? Man? Is that the one when they're trying to make fun of that TNT show? What's it called? You know the TNT show. What that dream? What's it called? You know, there's a train show on TNT. Comes out after AEW.
Oh, I don't know.
I think they're trying to make fun of that show. But yeah, but that was a funny episode. But I'm always gonna have to go classic episode and say my favorite episode would have to be the barbecue episode. Oh, thank you, Josh. By the way, Snowpiercer. That's the one he was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Snowpiercer. That's on TNT. So
Oh, another question Josh asked: what's your favorite video game?
It's between Fortnite and Spellbreak. Which technically Spellbreak is pretty much like Fortnite, but you're battle mages instead.
Resident Evil 4 would have to be my favorite.
Mine has to be Here Comes the Pain from SmackDown or Raw versus SmackDown. Whichever one that me and Geek were sitting from lunchtime all the way to dinner time in the same match. Same match. That's the point when WWE let the blood flow, and me and Geek's face were covered in, like, we look like ECW wrestlers, faces covered in blood. Just we were sitting in the center of the ring, just like, by that point we would both look like two dummies, just like and he was a heel, so if it was now, the crowd would be like, boo, yeah, boo, yeah. And the one kid in the crowd would be like the kid from The Simpsons. He's already dead. Let him go. He'll be crying for me because my guy.
I think both of our characters were pretty much dead at that point.
Yeah, our friend that's not in the chat today, Thunderfeet, is like practically panting at the window. Guys, let's just have dinner. I'm hungry. Like, and we're like, Geek, do you want to give up? No. You want to fall down? No. Fine. And then he looks at me, and then I hit him with the super kick, and I pin him. He goes, I wasn't ready. You didn't lose. All right, next Josh Fire, man.
Where's some places you would love to travel to? Like a goal.
I want to travel all 50 states. I'd love to go to like the UK and Australia.
We know some awesome wrestlers in the Australia that we can connect you.
The UK too. The UK too.
Yeah, we definitely can connect you to some wrestlers from the UK. There's one later on. You want to check her out. Her name is Summer. Oh gosh,
Savannah Summers.
Savannah Summers. She's the queen of queen of something, queen of everything. I think that's what her name is. She's really cool. Comes out like a butterfly. She picks her arms up and she has like these. She made it. She makes outfits people.
I think she makes her own gear.
Yeah, she makes people gear. So if you talk to her and you say, I need, even though she's in Australia, she could probably help you make gear. Like,
nice.
There's also from England, there's Shorty UK that's on Instagram. That's her name on Instagram, but Shorty UK. She's really cool. She's very sweet. She's from CPW. And Alfie, which is the shirt behind Geek. He's a hardcore wrestler, but super sweet and super sweet, awesome.
Don't let her hear you say that, Joe. You'll get the concerto.
Yeah, I don't want no, I don't want a black eye. I need my eyes to stare at the shelves at Key Food. Is Kiara, which she's just coming back into the wrestling world again. There's a lot of different promotions you could try to look up online. UK Wrestling, that's another one that's really good. They have a lot of good matches that they do on their promotion. A lot of different ones. East Coast has a lot of right now. Would you right now say that anywhere you go in the country, or particularly where you are, would it be like indie wrestling scene would be like white hot right now?
Is the indie scene white hot right now?
Yeah. Do you think
I think so.
I think definitely because where I'm from, like there's a promotion called VPW, Victory Pro Wrestling, and like I told you before we were off camera, I said everybody has a gimmick, but every gimmick they all try to tell a story, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a character, his name's the One Man Boy Band. His name's Eric James. This guy would be a joke, right? This guy is probably in the next 5 to 10 years, he's going to be like Shawn Michaels. Guarantee it. I don't know. What about you, Joe? What's your opinion?
I think I love her purple cup, by the way. That was so cool. She got a purple cup. I'm jealous. I think there's certain wrestlers like I could say if your character if you came east, I think your character would blow up with the wrestling fans because the way your character is dark and mysterious. I think the fans would like that. But I don't know. Are you more of a heel or are you a face or are you both?
It depends on where I'm at. It really does.
So it depends on the promotion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the fans. I can hear the one half of the arena booing you, and then the half cheering for you because you remember that Stone Cold Steve Austin was supposed to be a heel, and everybody would cheer. Everybody cheered him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns is killing it as a heel right now.
Are you?
Know what I said?
Huh?
I said Roman Reigns is killing it as a heel right now.
Sort of. I mean, I haven't been watching a lot of WWE lately just because I've been trying to watch other promotions, but by what I keep up with, yeah, he's hated everywhere.
Oh my god!
They should have done this 5 years ago or 10 years ago.
It's like he took he took the pill of Brock Lesnar that everybody hated Brock, but they're like, do I hate him? Should I hate him? Should we really hate Brock? But then now it's like, do we really hate him now? Officially, we really hate Roman Reigns? Because before, they tried to get him to hate him, and they were trying to get him to like him, and they all booed him. And then they were like, didn't work. And now all of a sudden, he's with Paul Heyman, and they're like, now we really should hate you. It's like he gave him a pill. Heyman's like, oh, you didn't hate him. Now you do, right? They need to put that meme. Like, not anymore.
But do we really hate Paul Heyman, though, Joe?
I don't hate Paul. I like Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman's he's probably one of the best in the business and somebody to learn from, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He'd be the one that I would love to, if I had to pay him at a con to make a promo for Dudes at Ringside, I'd be like what's his name from Futurama, Fry, take my money. Like,
I would pick his brain to learn. I'd be like, Paul, we want to get better at a podcast. What's the best advice you could give? And he would probably give it to us.
Oh, he was like, I need to watch an episode. We'll watch it together. Like,
and then he'll be like, no, you guys got to do it like this, right?
He would say, put the camera on. I want you to interview me. I want to see how you do it. That's what he'd probably do because Paul Heyman is that type of guy that seems like
he would help. He would just help. He wants to help everybody.
He's like, okay, I want to watch you interview me, and then I'll break you down. I think that's how he does it. I don't think he does, because I watched him get interviewed by people, and during the middle of the interview, he'll start dissecting you. like, thanks, Paul. If our fans want to buy any of your merchandise, where could they find it?
I have a pro wrestling tees store. Yep. My new zombie Morgan shirts are on there.
That shirt, I saw on Instagram. That shirt is straight fire. That is so cool.
Mhm.
That is a cool shirt. So who does your art for you, or do you draw it?
For that shirt, it was Adam Conklin from. He actually has some of his designs on Hot Topic.
Oh, wow. A big artist. The person that does our art for our logo, his name is Joe Alphabet. He's from Canada. He's a good artist. Like here we go. I've asked quite a few of our guests the same question, and it's kind of like a different answer. You see our logo, right? Our dudes at Ringside logo. Where would you see our art if our art was a cartoon? Where do you think it would be on? Fox, Sunday night cartoons, Cartoon Network, or Adult Swim? What kind of show would it be?
Maybe it's hard to decide, but I think Adult Swim probably.
I think the same thing because we don't hold back. We have to say a curse, we'll drop.
And then some people will say I can't curse. It's like I have young audience or something.
Yeah,
like
we
that.
had a few people that have done that, but then I understand that because wrestling's a thing for either adults or children. It's tit for tat. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we've had so many different people on the podcast already. So yeah.
I got a good question for you. Has a fan ever given you any art they've done of you, or they've ever made you a pop of yourself?
They have not yet.
I'm shocked because your character's so cool. Thought somebody would have made like art of you or something yet.
No.
Oh.
Ever so Spiffy loves the poster in the background. She wants to know more about it. So the poster.
Mine?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yours.
Oh, sorry. I don't know where I got it from actually.
What's it about exactly?
It's got the triple moon on it, which is kind of a witchy, depending on what, if you want to call it Wiccan, but not just Wiccan, pagan in general. And the three different what's it called? Stages of life. So the maiden, mother, and crone. So beginning, middle, and end.
And she also loves witchy stuff, by the way.
Oh man, big time.
Big time. So
When she kind of got a little oh my gosh moment when I told her about me with the crows, and I told her be careful where you go. You may see a crow. You know that I'm watching, and she was walking, and they were in Florida, and all they saw was crows.
it
She's like,
wasn't crows. It was hawks.
but you did say you did. She did see. She did say a bunch of crows. So she did
It's like
go.
You're ruining it. Stop it.
I was watching that. I know you were watching me, Joe. And I said, what do you mean? She's like, I saw a whole bunch of crows. I knew you were watching me. Why were you watching me? You never know. I was just keeping tabs. Just keeping tabs. You never know when the crows. Remember, as she said, the crows are smart. And crows remember things. You know, crows things, they could bring you gifts if you give them. I think was that true? They bring you things? That's what someone told me.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. I freak my out self sometimes. Where I live in Pennsylvania, I live in the woods, and there's a flock of crows, a murder of crows that lives around my house, outside my house. Either I'm walking and they walk. There's three of them sitting there on the ground, and they just sit. They're sitting there, and then they look at me, and then they fly away, or they'll stay there and like till they walk by. I'm like, I'm waiting to just do this one day, and they're just gonna go, and I'm like, ow, but yay. You ripped my favorite Ghostbuster shirt. No. What? Oh, thanks. And if you teach them, okay, here we go.
Who would your dream tag team partner be? I think you said Abaddon, right?
Abaddon or Rosemary.
Rosemary. That's another good one. Never
Mhm.
thought about that one.
Rosemary. Didn't we talk to Rosemary? No. You know what? I remember why I remember the Rosemary name. Every time in the 2K games, I would download her, and I thought she was a made up character somebody made. And then I was like, what was it?
No, it's Impact.
Yeah. I went
Mhm.
on YouTube and I looked. I was like, oh my god, I've been downloading this girl for years, and she's a beast. She's a beast. I was like, this girl couldn't go. Like somebody made her, and I found another wrestler. I teamed with two creepy tag team, like scary characters together, and I made a women's tag team chat before WWE did it, and I had women's tag team champions, and I just randomly tossed them together, had them face the champions, just random like this throw them a tag team title match. They won't beat them.
If
I
you
left.
could have,
Yeah.
if you could have a female Mystery of Darkness, who would you have in it?
Of what?
A
Mystery of Darkness. Go ahead,
Ministry
Joe.
of Darkness.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
Who would you, if you had to put together like a stable like the Ministry of Darkness? Who would you put in the stable and why?
A female one.
Yeah,
Female.
version of it.
I mean, I feel like the obvious one would be like Rosemary and Abaddon and like Thunder Rosa. Because one, they're all individually are great wrestlers, and also they're all have like a darker gimmick.
I'd put Mother Endless in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd be the surprise surprise leader.
Like I said, she'll be the one pulling the hood off and said, "It was me all along."
Yeah.
Mother's coming. Who's mother? You'll find out. It'll be the end of the show. You'll be like, mother is here. And like, who's mother? And then you're all standing there like all in a coven standing together and the lights are off. And then all of a sudden you see this red light go between everybody. And then you see the cloak appear and all of a sudden the light goes on around and then she pulls the hood off. It was me the whole time, fans. Boo. There you go. Yeah, right. All right. If you okay, you go next.
No, I was just gonna ask. Go ahead, Joe.
Well, yeah, ask a question.
No, I don't have any more. I'm good.
Have you ever created yourself in any of the 2K games?
I have not.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked and appalled because your character's so cool. I'm shocked.
The only games I have right now are mostly like PC games. So, well, I have a Switch too, but I haven't used that in a while.
I guess there's so many different characters that I could say that your character would match on the two games. Yeah, like you said, Rosemary, and then there's a few other ones I saw that are in there. I'm like, I wonder if that was her character. No, I guess not. But all right, I guess I have to create your girl and your character 2K tonight or later on tomorrow. Is there any you have any stories from the road or stories from the ring yet?
Oh, I feel like I don't really have anything good.
Have any funny stories from the road?
Not really. I've been boring for the most part.
We've had fun so far. Actually, I've had lots of fun with you.
I can't believe it's been 40 minutes already. Holy
It's already
crap.
been 40 minutes. We've been just talking. This is what we do here. We talk about random stuff, sports, wrestling.
It's like we're
Video.
having a real conversation.
It's like a real thing. As I told this girl from England, it's like we're at a pizza place, literally, with our favorite thing, and just hanging out, talking about wrestling or whatever. It's like that's what we do.
Random stuff, right?
Mhm.
What would your topping on your pizza be? Like your favorite topping?
Pepperoni, probably.
Oh yeah, we can hang out. That's my thing. I love pepperoni pizza. I like to get it Brooklyn style, nice and crunchy.
All New York pizza is good here, so there you
Oh
go.
man, see if you ever come, let us know. I'll make a trip. I'll make a note to my parents. Come out, we'll all hang out, have some pizza.
That's if Joe shows up.
I'll show up. I'll just say I gotta go see Geek. Gotta hang out with the queen of the crows. We'll hang out.
And hopefully, no crows show up.
Oh, they're gonna. They're gonna.
They follow me wherever I go.
Yes. And then they'll follow. It'll be more than Geek will be really scared. The whole park will be full of crows everywhere we go. Because of me and her, it'll be just like a flock of crows just walking behind us. We'll be like,
why are there so many crows? What's going
like,
on here?
They always see ducks cross the street. We'll be just like crossing the streets and be ducks. Be crows walking behind us. We're like, let the crows cross. Hey, there you go.
Do you have any upcoming shows or that you'll promote?
Yeah. There's the KWA show December 5th in Hutchinson, Kansas.
Okay.
There'll be a lot of talent from all over the US going to be for that because it's affiliated with the AIWF.
Okay. That's cool.
We want to thank you so much for coming on, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's been fun.
Oh, wait, you forgot to follow us on Twitch. You didn't see our cat.
You forgot to see the cat now.
Yes.
This way we have it recorded now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, before you go, you should take a selfie of the camera because the last guest did that.
Huh?
You could take a selfie of us. We'll all take a selfie and you could post it in your story how we had fun today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I just got the notification too. So
Welcome
Well,
to the ring.
that's the name of our fans, basically, the Ringside Crew. Anybody who follows us.
Geek is the idea that I just said just have us as the fans because Ringside. It sounds like everybody's extended. Bring us pizza and tacos. Get me my pizza now, pepperoni. Well done. Okay. Brooklyn style. This is not Brooklyn style. Bring it back. Joe, you're such a Karen. What did you call me? Did you Karen? What?
Yeah, thanks again so much.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
And please tell your friends.
I will.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Later.
So, that was fun.
That was a fun interview, Joe, right?
Yeah, that was so much fun. She was awesome. She was so awesome.
Yeah. And we will be back tomorrow, right, Joe?
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with who is it, Geek?
Who is it, Joe?
It is Samara. It's Samara. And as for myself, Geek, first say if you want to donate to us, where can you go?
I don't know, Joe. Can we have to go to http://streamlabs.com/dudes@ringside. http://streamlabs.com/dudes@ringside. And thank you, by the way, Morgan.
Thank you, Morgan. And we would
like She's giving us the crows right there.
Aw, thank you. And like, see you tomorrow for some more. Bye, everybody.